All right, so we were able to dodge the wild Pullman. So this is gonna be round 4. Oh, the vintage prelim. Let's battle. Streamer battle right here. That's a keeper. It's a keeper. I queued into Doomsday. Sounds about right. Yeah, they do usually play Doomsday. This is true. I'm gonna get a non-basic. Wow. What a vintage stack right there. Alright, I've drawn 3 cards. Beautiful. You love to see it. I also have 3 more cards waiting. I can't imagine ever playing 3 tops. It sounds really, really bad. The second top is already like sus. That's a good draw. I am gonna go top this turn, because I'd like to be able to snap Ancestral with Fluster backup. You never really want to tap out against Doomsday. Let's see what this is. Yeah, I think there's definitely moods I would be in where I would fluster this. I definitely know a Justin or two who would fluster this. I'm gonna try to contain myself though. Alright, what are we looking for here? Pearl Pyroblast. Okay. Let's take Pyroblast and leave Pearl as a later option. Oh, it's 100% Doomsday. The only other thing it can be is Shadow. Is this Ancestral? If I could lose my top to just grab the Pyroblast. I think I'm down. Pyroblast is a little narrow against Doomsday. I would much rather have a Flusterstorm still in my hand. Alright, opponent has 2 cards left in hand. We've got a top and a Snapcaster and a PO, so it looks pretty good for us. Even if they go like land Doomsday here. Actually, land Doomsday and then another card to draw could still just fucking kill me. How good Doomsday is. So, like a mana crypt I would be interested in for PO plans, a Lotus for my Citadel. Maybe I wanted to actually grab a Underground Sea there in case I drew mana crypt for Citadel. I guess a Force is fine. I'm not like thrilled with this. Maybe I should snap Ancestral, but then all I have is Force for their Doomsday. I could just like hold up Snap Fluster, and then I can pick up my Snap with PO later. I really just wish. I really wish we could have like some artifacts on the top of our library. We have to assume he demonicked for Doomsday, right? Top, no land drop. I'm gonna end of turn PO here. A solid Ancestral. If they want to counter it, that's fine as well. So be it. We just play a top. That way we have Force pitching Merchant Scroll and Snap Fluster. Snap Pyro. Consult first. Nah, he's just going for. Wait, what? Oh, Magic Online, I think, is a lot better. I mean, it depends on what you need out of your Magic program. So what I'm just letting him tap out here, and then I'm going to cast Snapcaster Ancestral, target my opponent, which will draw them out and kill them. If they have a Forcible backup, we can tap top to draw the Merchant Scroll and cast Forcible. Yeah, so there's like a lot of decent guides to Magic Online out there. I think maybe who has the good guides? I don't have one, but I'm sure someone does. Is it in my pins? I might have had it in my pins and got rid of it. I'm not the person to ask, but if you Google, there should be some pretty decent startup guides to how to play Magic Online. Can't remember who put them out though. So we're playing against Doomsday. We want 1 Pyroblast and 2 Flusterstorms and the Volcanic Island. Switch out my island for the Volcanic Island. And what do we want to board out? It's like not the easiest program to understand, so I would definitely recommend trying to find some of the how to play and how to Magic Online guides because they exist and they are good. I just don't know where they are right now. Maybe there's one on Card Hoarder. I feel like Gabby Sparts might have put one out. I feel like Echo Baron might have put one out. Can't remember. Yeah, there's guides. Google is your friend. Google is your friend. I have no idea what I'm supposed to take out here. Maybe something like this. I want full counter magic. I want to swap in my extra red land. I'm still not sure if I'm allowed to even cut down this many lands, but pretty happy with this hand, I think. Obviously, I could get turn one, but yeah, if you're worried about expenses, you have two options. You can one use a rental program, Mana Traders, Card Hoarder. I think those are the two big ones. Those are less expensive and let you play a variety of decks. Or I would recommend Arena, as it is a thing where you can spend $0 and play Magic. You just have to put more time into it. So depends on what your budget is. I think my plan here is gonna be both Moxen play top, have some spins, and hold up Flusterstorm, and then next turn we can look at mentor things. Yeah, no problem. It's not simple, so definitely put in some time and do your research so you don't end up spending too much money or overspending money. Man, I hate this brainstorms. I just want to fluster them so badly. I'm withholding aggressive Justin. I will not get flustered. I will not get flustered, eh? Alright, what are we looking for on the top of our deck now? Force of Will, Mental Misstep? That sounds like what we're looking for on the top of our deck. Does that mean we have to wait a turn? Because if we draw a Misstep for the turn... No, we should just top in our upkeep. No, that doesn't work either. I want both these blue cards. I think they're both good in different ways. But if I play my Mentor off my Tundra and I need to use my Fluster, I'm going to have to lose my top to get my pair of blue cards. But I think playing Mentor this turn is important. So I think I'm going to take Force. I'm going to play Mentor. The question is, if he forces there, what is my play? Am I going to draw with top? Am I gonna just crack and fluster? Am I gonna draw with top and crack and fluster? I really don't know what I was gonna do there if he had battled over my mentor. Now I think we're in a decent spot. We have force or fluster and a misstep sitting on top. If we don't have to do anything, we get to upkeep top on top, draw top, play top. Gush. Yep. That's not a big deal for us. Puts them behind on lands. Unless they kill us this turn, I guess. Discover End would have killed us already, so. I am. Pass? Really good for us. So what we're gonna do here is on our upkeep, we're gonna activate our top and draw the mental misstep. This is gonna let us draw the top for turn and replay it to get a prowess trigger. And then I don't think we need to do any spinning now. If they attack this, I think I just let it go. I think our counters are more important. I do want to make sure that I fetch, though, because the fetch is a volcanic island on the top of our library. So we have like a pretty reasonable clock and a very strong counter suite, so there's some logic to we might actually end up keeping the I probably should just cast this for full cost. There's like some logic to keeping the volcanic on top because that gives us the full force of will plus fluster. I probably should have paid life for this. I don't know why I chose to pay mana. Seems like very dumb of me. Because now if they full fluster, I have to pay my whole thing. I don't know why I did that. Really stupid. I've kind of done some really dumb mental misstep things today. Paying when I shouldn't be, not paying when I should be. Surgical extraction on polluted delta to see my hand. Okay. No, on their own polluted delta. To up the flusterstorm count. Interesting. So we certainly look like yeah, this is fine. We're just gonna let this all happen, let them half their life total and kill them. So they're gonna Dark Ritual into Doomsday, and we'll just let the Doomsday happen. They only have one card in hand. We have Force and Fluster, and then we kill them on the swing back. So this actually ended up working out pretty okay for us, all things considered. Nope. Oh. We might need a spell. Fuck. it shouldn't matter because the way they would stack it. Huh. What we actually might do is not crack our fetch, draw our volcanic, so that we can play Force of Will plus Flusterstorm next turn. If they don't have a draw spell in their hand already, so they would have to have a Street Wraith in their hand already. So we might actually crack, don't crack, get the volcanic, crack to set to 6 mana, attack them once, counter their spells, and then attack them again and kill them. Totally right. Totally right. I think it makes the most sense too. Yeah. Bolus's Citadel? Fluster. We probably should have just drawn a random card. You're right. You're probably right. Whatever. We live for the moment. Let's see what happens. Oh, man. This is also deterministic, right? So, like, they only have one other card in hand. They can have Flusterstorm, but if they then we have our own Flusterstorm. So, I think both lines are probably deterministic. Both cracking and not cracking. No, I guess like we could draw Bolus's Citadel. That's the only card that we could. So I think it makes sense to not crack because we know it's deterministic. Whereas this one has like one card that makes it not deterministic. I think that it might be 12:30 a.m., but I think that's the correct reasoning. Oh my god. I went to go to bed. It's what it really is something we should have thought about before we made our decision, not after we made our decision. Because it's definitely right to think about it, but at the same time, we didn't.